Hi, my name is Nwankwo. You are watching Monday Football on Citizen TV, Kenya. Stay tuned.
Well, we said Kanu is going to be here.
And I'm here.
Are you busy, man?
I'm okay, are you?
All right?
Yeah, good.
Karibu, karibu.
Thank you.
How much Swahili have they taught you in 2 days?
Karibu.
Only?
Yes.
Chakula?
No, don't have that.
Chapati?
No, don't have that.
Ugali?
No, don't have that.
Gare?
Karibu. Only Karibu.
Only Karibu?
Yes.
Well, that is Kanu Nwankwo, is a legend from Arsenal, and I liked him when he played for Nigeria Super Eagles, and that number 4 jersey. I've got 6 jerseys to give away today, and all those jerseys, I'm not going to give them out. It's not Wahiga and me to do it today. It's Kanu himself who's going to give out the jersey. He'll sign and give it out. An easy show that we're going to have. We asked you on #MindTheFootball, tell us what's your best Kanu moment of all time. So many of you talk about that hat-trick, the return of Arsenal from 2-0 down. Kanu scored a hat-trick. You say that's your best moment. I will tell you what my best moment is, but that one is coming up in the show. Today it's just me and Wahiga. Banandon could not join us today. He's been bereaved. He lost his father over the weekend, so he'll not be here for the next 2 Monday footballs, but as soon as we get that one settled down, he will be back with us. Wahiga. Right, we have quite an amazing show lined up. The hashtag being Monday Football. Also talk to us on 22422. We'll try and give out some jerseys on that same platform as well, in addition to Twitter. And we have quite an amazing panel here. These are all Nigerians living in Kenya, and we'll give them a chance to ask Kanu their legend questions. We as Kenyans have questions, but of course they, because he's played for the national team, he was actually their captain for many years. They'll have better questions to ask as well. So that's part of what we'll be having today on Monday Football. It's an amazing show. We've even changed the setup for that. We've also got a DJ. We will be introducing him shortly. But for now, let's take a look briefly at some of the highlights of the matches that took place this weekend. We start with Gor Mahia. Their new coach had the perfect start. In charge of the SportPesa Premier League defending champions, inspiring Kogalo to their first win of the season. They thumped Kakamega Homeboys 3-0. And here are the highlights from Mumias.
We are a team. We have to play like a team. So in 40 meters we have to defend, we have to attack. This is our philosophy. Play together, play next each one. This is very important for us.
Naruka juu kwa ball, nikipa ball sasa nikishuka chini na kanyagia vibaya, sasa mguu inakuwa kama inajikunja kidogo, lakini si maumivu sana. Ni hiyo tu, unajua maumivu ukijikunja kidogo unasikia maumivu kidogo, saa zingine inapita inaisha, lakini hizi saa hizi nasikia ni kama si maumivu sana. Mimi ni kama niko sawa tena, ndaendelea hata zoezi, hata kesho kama kwa zoezi nitafanya. Introducing one other special guest we have here. We were actually looking for a Nigerian DJ based in Kenya. We seemed unable to get one, but we got a Kenyan DJ who says he specializes in Nigerian music. DJ Incredible. We found out a bit about him and whether he's actually been to Nigeria and he understands their customs and cultures in addition to their music. DJ Incredible, I don't know if you have like a small set that you can play for us very quickly, even as we carry on.
Hold on, get it, girl. Anything you want, I'm willing, girl. It's no chance I'm leaving, girl. Open up, don't be greedy, girl. Hold
Well, let's carry on with some of the highlights of the weekend. Sofapaka's woes continued as they slumped to a 2-1 defeat to Chemelil Sugar at the Machakos Stadium. Now, the Batoto Bamungu sit at the bottom of the table with only 3 points, believe it or not. That's 1 win and 6 losses.
Look at the possession, it's in favor of the Sofapaka side in the last 5 minutes. Here is a chance for Chemelil, it's in the net. Ultimately, it's just the hard work that was coming from Jared Obuoge.
Gets Sofapaka out of the game and probably execute a fast counter-attack.
Obuoge with a good pass to Waniki, he's got a chance to shoot, he's moved it on his favorite foot, it's in the net. Well, that's a better build-up this time round by the Chemelil Sugar side. And guess who was in the assist as well? It's Obuoge who was in the assist. And now it is Wycliffe Opondo with a chance to change the scoreline, and he does. Well, just like I said earlier, it wouldn't be very comfortable.
We continue the highlights of the SportPesa Premier League and Tusker share the spoils with Bandari FC drawing 1-1 at the Machakos Stadium.
Good ball to King Atwa again, and the goalkeeper stayed his line. King Atwa pushes it over the goalkeeper, and Bandari suddenly execute their strategy. Kamadi to Dolo, then Owusu has put it in the net. Ultimately, just to try and work hard, and the cross coming in from that side, and Owusu then left.
We're with Kanu in studio, and we promised that it's going to be a very easy interview. We're not going to ask technical questions, not tough things that people ask every other day. Kanu, how's life outside football?
Fantastic, loving it. But the only thing is that you miss playing football.
You never play anymore?
No, just for fun, just to show that I still got it. And I have to go there and then show them that it's still in me.
One question that everybody wanted to ask is, how is it that Nigerian players, most of you've got, how do we call it? You're very skillful on the ball. You've got very quick feet. If you look at Tijani Babangida, yourself, JJ Okocha, what really happens that you've got all these skills with you?
We normally compare Nigeria with Brazil. And when you see a Brazilian player, you see the flavor, some of the flavor. And Nigerians, we will like to entertain. And the fans want to see you. They want to see you express yourself, show what you got. And if you can't do that, you're not a good player. So when you're small, you learn from there, and then you try to entertain others. You try to show them that you can play, and whoever can show their skill, whoever can dribble, whoever can do all the stuff you're saying now, that's the one they say is a good player.
Okay. The leagues you played for, which league did you really have the best time as a person?
For me, it depends. After under 17, I went to Ajax, and it was good for me because Ajax is for youth development, and it's a good league for kids who are growing up. But if you are talking of the big stage, then we're talking of Arsenal. We are really from being in the hospital, coming back, and then trying to convince a lot of people that I'm still the same person. And for me, I will say it's Arsenal. Okay.
We'll get back into life after the operation. We know it's very close to you, the Kanu Foundation. We'll talk about that. But for now, I don't know, Robert, if you're ready with the goals. We'd like to look at a few goals that you've scored over the years. We just want a little bit of explanation on what really happened there, because some goals are unbelievable. Robert, are we ready? Okay, he says we're not ready with that. Let's talk about your former club, Arsenal. They've got Alex Iwobi. You're very proud of that boy. You see every time you tweet about him after every game. What makes you proud of him?
When you watch him, you can see he's very talented, and his first touch is fantastic, and that's what you need in a player. And he's not even afraid with his age. And he's related to JJ Okocha. I know he's talking to him every day, but the first time I met him, I tried to encourage him, talk to him. But the good thing about him is cool-headed. He wants to learn. And for a player who wants to learn and who got all those talents, the sky is the limit.
Okay, the goals are ready. Can we have the first goal? We can look at that screen.
Okay.
Which game was this?
Against Middlesbrough. In Middlesbrough.
Okay, let's look at the next goal. Which one is that? Just pause it there, Robert, for a while.
That's against Middlesbrough too. The first goal,
Yes.
if they can play it, you see.
Okay, play it again, Robert, the first goal. This is the second one, the
That's
first
the second one.
Yes,
That's
that
the
one.
first one. That's Aneka, giving the ball to Aneka and then running to the 18 years old. Immediately I got the ball
Yes.
and the defender is down. There's only one thing you do. You try to use your eyes to deceive the goalkeeper and he goes for it.
So you look at that side and you place it there.
And if you play it again, you still see it.
And this second one?
How
is the timing?
It's difficult. It's very, very difficult skill. Very difficult. It's not every player, every striker can score like that. But you know, I try to score goals that every time you play it, you enjoy it. You ask questions about it. That's one of it.
That is what we're doing today. Robert, the next goal, please. We'll try and go through as many as we can in a short while. Third goal, Robert. The famous hat-trick. Talk to us about this game. When you came on as a substitute, did you think the game is all done?
This is a good platform to really address this. I didn't come on as a substitute. I started the game.
Yes.
So everybody's always saying, come on as a substitute.
That is what the report said. We're too young at that time.
No, I know, but it's good I enlighten people about that. But all the time we are too down, and this is the comeback, 15 minutes to go.
Yes.
And Chelsea was very strong. Nobody have gone there and got 3 points from them. And immediately I saw the first ball coming, the first goal, if he plays it.
Yes.
It was a little bit raining, and this is the second one. The first one, with where I am, with two defenders close to me, I have to use my tools and then did the ball. And the second goal,
yes,
Thierry really helped me with the second goal, because the first touch, yes, you can see the first touch, my advantage. But what happened is that Thierry was like blocking the Saïd for me to still have the time to shoot the ball.
I think for me the third one is what I really wanted to ask, what really happened there, because the skill was massive. Robert, the third goal?
No, you can see the celebration. I'm just telling them it's me.
Yes.
So watch out.
Here we go. How do you explain
that? No, before the game, yes, Babayaro was playing for Chelsea. Yes. And he's always telling them that they have to be careful about Kanu. He got this side that he tried to dribble you with that kind of skill. Yes. And he's always telling the goalkeeper as well. So when the ball was, it was not a good pass to me, but I have to chase it. Yeah. And the defender wanted to play it out, and I have to intercept it. But luckily for me, the keeper have to run all the way from the post to come towards that line. Okay. But if you can see from the line, it's very difficult to dribble a keeper from that line, from that angle. And you look from that angle, look at the little space left there. So you have to be very, very good with what you are doing for you to do that.
I want to throw it to our brothers from Nigeria. Anybody with a question there so far?
We've got possibly 2 or 3 questions.
Yes.
There we go. We've got possibly 2 or 3 questions. We'll start with the gentleman a bit far from me. Sir, if you can introduce yourself. That's you who's pointing at someone else. If you can introduce yourself and then ask the question.
Okay, my name is Uho Uchenna. I'm schooling at ESIU. My question is, among all the clubs that you've played, which one do you like most?
I would say Arsenal.
Why? I'm sure he's wondering why.
Why? Because after the operation, Arsene Wenger have to go for me for 4 months, which means that, yeah, they really wanted me. And when I came to Arsenal, it's like a gamble. People are like saying, is this wrong? Can he do it? But I have to prove them wrong. And I did it. And that's why it's so special.
Let me try take two more. I know I had one from down here.
My name is Johnson Eric. My question that I have, I just want us to go back to '96, you know, against Brazil, Atlanta. I just want to know the pep talk, you know, that Joe Bonfi gave you guys real quick that made you to come back, you know, and turn the match around. And what was in your head, you know, when you were, like, when you scored, you know, that goal, you know, where you dinked the ball up and, you know, played it, you know, into the net?
We actually have the highlights on screen now.
No, when we came in, he was not. When we came in just after first half, he was. Don't follow that. That's my celebration. So when we came in second half, it was like we have to go out and enjoy it. He believes in us, and we can still do it. We have 45 minutes to do it and show the whole world that we are capable of doing it. But the good thing with the team is that we have leaders, we have captains. We don't have only one captain. Everybody is shouting, Taribo West, Mokachi, and we're asking ourselves questions that, hey, what is going on? They are not better than us. So why are we going to sit there and get whooped by Brazilians? So with that, everybody is like, let's go out and show the whole world that we can play football. And that's what we did. And the goal, that's a good one. Backing the keeper is always difficult. There's only one thing, either you have to flip the ball to your advantage or you have to turn. But if you can turn on that place, it's difficult because you have a lot of players around you. So you have to now chip it up to my advantage and then I have to score. But luckily for me, the keeper have to go and follow my leg when I was.
I have one more and then I'll throw it back to you, Mike. I also have my own question, but I can ask that at a later session. Introduce yourself and then go ahead with your question.
I'm called Augustine Adijo from the Catholic University of East Africa. I would like to ask about your personal life. What were the challenges you faced while growing up?
It's a difficult one. From the street, I don't have shoes to play. I was barefoot and I have only one shot. I don't wear shirts. I run around everywhere. It's very, very difficult. But all the same, like I always advise the young ones, you have to be focused. You have to listen and believe that you are going to make it in life. It's not going to be easy. There's no shortcut to success. But if you put in everything you put in is what you get back. And that's what I did. And here I am today.
Wow. Very, very inspiring. So, Mike, if you'll allow me to ask a question. Yes, and remember, we also have some pictures of him that we want to show in just a bit. My question is, how important is your faith in getting you from where you are to where you have been? You've spoken about it in different forums. How important is your faith, your belief in God?
It's very, very important because as a kid, my parents made sure that every Sunday we go to church. And not only going to church, you pray before you eat, you pray before you sleep, you pray when you wake up in the morning. So it's very, very important for us. And we believe that anything that happens to us is God willing, that is God wants it. So good or bad, we give thanks to God. And when that happens to me, people were like calling in and all those stuff. And I said to the hospital, please stop every call. Let me pray. My family is praying for me. People are praying for me. And I had a belief that I will come back and God is going to do it for me. There's a reason for everything. And maybe that's my core. That's my core. And I have to accept it.
I'll take you back to that game in Atlanta against Brazil. The man you really made look bad in that game, Zim Maria, is the coach of Gor Mahia right now. I don't know if you've ever met after that match in Atlanta.
No.
You haven't?
No.
What would you tell him now if you were to meet him?
If I see him now, I have to shake him one and congratulate him being a coach.
Yeah.
And I know he will listen to me what I'm going to say about Atlanta. I will tell him, don't worry, that's football, it's part of football. I see, I'm thinking of what I'm going to do.
Because he said, honestly, if me and you, Kanu, how do you make me look like that? Every time everybody sees me, asks me, what happened there between you and Kanu?
No, but that's football. He's there to defend, he's there to stop me, he's there to stop me from being who I am, and I'm there to, score goals and make sure that he doesn't do that. So it happens that during that battle, I won. Okay. So I think if he sees me, he needs to shake me and then buy me some beer to drink.
Have you ever thought of going to coaching?
That's a good one. It's a difficult one. Coaching is not an easy job, especially in Africa. When Africans grew up to respect the coaches, to support the coaches, to be there for them, people like us now, we go into coaching. As it is now, they tend to respect the foreigners more than the locals, and then it's difficult. So somebody like me, I know my reputation, I know where I am, and if I want to be a coach, everything will be on deck, all my support, everything I want, then I can now perform. If I have distraction here and there, I can perform.
Okay. Is that what is happening to the Super Eagles of Nigeria right now?
Yeah, things are not going the way we want it. The federation, there's a lot of problems between them. The more they settle down, the more there's unity, there's peace from the federation side, and I believe now we are going to be good for the players, for the coaches. But when you keep on changing coaches from one coach and from Keshi to Olise now to Siasia, it's not healthy, and no matter how the players are good, it's going to affect them one way or the other.
I want to take you back again to you've played against Kenya a couple of times. I know it's always happy. Actually, I'll shock you. Remember the 1996 team that you played in 1995, I believe? The Olympic qualifiers. In Nigeria, it was 0-0. You came back to Mombasa and gave us a footballing lesson. 3-0.
I'm happy you said that.
I was meant to be part of that team. You're lucky I didn't play. And this is what happened, I'll tell you.
Because by now you could have shaped me and bought me a beer.
Exactly. And I brought you a beer and said, but I wouldn't allow you guys to do what you did. I was in school at that time, and we were having our exams. Okay. So when the first team was called in to assemble, I remember I was with, from my school, there was Robert Mandu and myself. When they assembled, we couldn't get permission from school. They told us, my friend, you're here to learn, not to play football. So if you do your exams and you go to that team, that's all right. So that's how we missed the chance. But take us through, because in Nigeria it was 0-0 and everybody said now Kenya has come of age. In Mombasa, and we took you to Mombasa because they said Mombasa is hot, they'll not be able to cope with it. Let's finish them there. What happened in Mombasa?
Yeah, coming to Nigeria to get 0-0 is a good result for Kenya, and I believe that they are proud of that and they went back home. But remember, good footballers, you have to always keep your eyes open against them. And against Nigerian team, at that time, all eyes are open. You have to be like a security guide, because you know that we can perform, we can do wonders at any given time. But coming to Mombasa, like you said, and when we heard that you're not playing in, in Mombasa, we're like, okay, wherever you take us to, we play, we enjoy it. So far, the run leader is there. But it was good game for us, especially the result. Not only the result, you can see we are like enjoying ourselves. We are playing the ball from Okocha, he does his trick, he gives to me and I do my and we really enjoyed it. But we have a good side at that time, we have a good team, and footballers who can play, who can really, you know, have the flavor and enjoy it. You know, the most important thing with the team then is that we do enjoy our game. And if you're a footballer, there's no way you play football without enjoying it.
You guys were competing for celebrations. Every time anybody scored, you came up with celebration styles like, can you match this? What is happening?
Yeah, but that's to show you that we're of a class and we enjoy what we are doing. So we want to know whose celebration is the best. So if you score, you have to show what you got. And some of the players who cannot score have to join you to enjoy the moment.
But at least we are happy. We lost to Nigeria, who went on to win the Olympic gold. You know? How's that feeling? I mean, is there anything that beats winning an Olympic gold?
I don't think so, because Olympic is Olympic and it's world. And it was difficult at that time because knowing that no African team have been there. Not only that, playing against big countries like Brazil, Argentina, Mexico, nobody gave African countries a chance, not of winning it. But for us, it's so special because Brazil was called the dream team, Argentina was called something else, all of them. So if you look at the book, the favorite was like Brazil, followed by Argentina, followed by this, followed the us against us.
Nigeria was nowhere there.
No, we are not even near people in the competition. But all the same, like I said, we all know that we are good, and that's the only platform for us to show what we can do, and we took it.
When you're going for the Olympics, what was the target? Was it we can win this gold, or there was a modest target that you say, let's get to this place, then we change the game plan from there?
No. Knowing that 1994 we did well in the World Cup, and knowing that we have good players, we know the strength, and a couple of players in 94 was also in 96 Olympics. Within ourselves, we're not just going to go there and be ball watchers and come back and say sorry to Nigerians. We know that we're going to go there and do something, but if you ask me if we know that we're going to win it, no. At the time we didn't have that we're going to win it. That's the truth. But what we want to do is to take games step by step. After every game we know how we're doing. But I can tell you that we have the confidence that the Brazilian team, the Argentinian team, whoever team is there, whoever country is there, we are equal to the task against them.
So, getting to the knockout phase, you enjoyed your football, like you said. It was all nice and easy, and the comeback is what everybody keeps talking about. Because when everybody says Nigeria is done, they're out, you always came back after that, conceding a goal. In the dressing room, who was that figure? Because you talked about there are many captains in the team, but who was that voice that all of you would say when you get onto the pitch and it speaks on that pitch, all of you would know that there is a voice of command that now we have to follow this?
It's difficult because, like I said, you don't have only one. I do my own part as the captain of the team, which everybody listens to me. But there's other soldiers who are crazy. Taribo, when he talks to you, he doesn't talk to you the way I'm talking to you. He's shouting.
Taribo West?
Yeah, Taribo West.
He looks small. He's a humble giant.
So when you hear his voice, you know that he's not here to mess around. He wants to win. And then you have Mokachi, the bull. That one is a fighter. Anywhere you see him, even up to now, he's a fighter. He wants to win. That's the mentality. The good thing with the team is all of us are trained to be winners. We don't want to be losers. And if you have that bunch of players who driving in one direction, there's no way you can beat them. Okay. And you have also our gentle giant Tuchokechukwu, who is there in back. So Sondolise. So when I start calling the names, you can see that they are winners and they have played in the big clubs and they did well in their own perspective.
Okay, Wahiga.
Yes, Mike. Well, we continue, of course, with our discussion here. We've got Nigerians living in Kenya, and I want to switch the discussion and ask them, how do you feel or how do you rate
Wahiga, as you do that,
yes,
I'm almost forgetting my jerseys that are here.
We need to give them out, that's right.
Yes, we need to give them out and they need to be signed. So I'll start with the first three, one Nigeria, one Arsenal, one Inter Milan. Because Kanu said Arsenal is where his heart was in terms of the clubs. He will sign that one first. So you can continue as we do the signing.
As he does the signing, good, because we're going to be giving those shirts out. My question is, how would you rate your national team now vis-a-vis when Kanu was in charge? Where do you think things may have gone right or wrong since then? Maybe I could start with you. Introduce yourself first and then answer the question.
My name is Usman Saleh, and it has been disappointing so far as a Super Eagle fan. We make mouths, you know, when it comes to our team, and we really support them. But however, lately it has been really disappointing. We have good players, you know, Igalo, Iwobi, Inacho, Moses, and so many others. But so far, you know, for the third time, we haven't qualified for AFCON. It's disappointing, you know, very disappointing, but I believe we'll continue to support them till we get it better.
I want you to hand the mic to someone else to answer the question. What do you miss about the glory days when Kanu and those who are of that age were there in the national team? What do you miss? When you see him here, you can touch him, you can talk to him. What do you miss about the days when he was on the field?
Okay, my name is Ebuka Henry from
African Nigerian University. What I really miss about the days of Kanu, when Kanu and Okocha and everybody on the field, there's always an assurance we are going to win.
There's always an assurance that you're going to win.
We go to bed to sleep knowing that we're going to win. Like you always have your mind assured that so if Kanu does not score, Okocha will score.
Yes.
Okocha does not score, Obafemi Matis will score. There's always an assurance. But nowadays, there's like
but I'm waiting for the but nowadays
yes. We go like we don't even sleep at all. We sit with TV praying.
Yes.
Anytime a Nigerian player with the ball, we always pray. Because now
but hasn't that made your country more prayerful?
You know before you can put, there's something we call this podcast like you guys do, yeah?
Betting.
Betting. When you're at home, you can bet on a Nigerian team.
Yes.
You know that it's a sure win. But now if you try it, you're on a long team.
I want you to give the mic to somebody else. You'll also introduce yourself before you answer the question. My question is, we love Kanu, but I'm sure there was once when you wanted to, if you could get your hands on him, you would have told him a thing or two. When was that moment for you when you were like, Kanu, today you have led, whether in Arsenal or Nigeria or whatever that is? When was that moment for you? Anyone?
Okay, for me, okay, I've always like followed Kanu, you know, wherever he has gone in his career. You know, I even stayed in the state he was from, Owerri.
Okay.
And I stayed there for 5 years. You know, even when he was doing his wedding, you know, I was still there.
Were you there at his wedding?
Yeah, no, like I wasn't there at his wedding, but I was at Owerri at that time. For me, you know, the one time, you know, where I almost, you know, like felt like if I see Kanu, I'll just was when he was at West Brom. You know, there was this game where he was supposed, I think he was supposed to give pass the ball, you know, to a player so that they could score and win the match actually.
Yes.
But he wanted to score. He now like played the ball out. I was like, oh my god, like I'm like really Kanu.
somebody next to you wants to say something. Let's just hear from this young man again.
It was against it was against an African country where Kanu was waiting to score.
Face the front.
When Kanu was waiting, like he tried to score with his head, then he went inside the net. Instead of to knock the ball inside, he left the ball. Then he went inside the net.
Are you sure it's coming?
You need to respond to that.
Are you sure it's coming? You have to be sure that it's coming. Somebody that looks like me.
Okay. Anybody else, just their thoughts about Kanu and his reign, or any question you've always wanted to ask him? Okay. Oh, by the way, has any of you ever met Kanu back home or before today?
No.
Not at all. So you had to come all the way to Kenya to meet Kanu.
It's called destiny.
Use the mic.
It's called destiny.
It's called destiny.
Yeah, it's called destiny.
Has there been any other player that you have seen in Nigeria that could be a successor of Kanu? When you could say that when I see this man playing, maybe he's retired, I could see a bit of what Kanu has. Anyone? Is there anyone else like Kanu in Nigeria? I want him to respond whether he agrees or not.
No, it's going to be difficult to have Kanu. You know, everybody got his own style, and we don't judge them only 1 year or 2 years. So what they put in as we go, then we see where they will end. But we have bright future for our young, talented players growing up now.
But there's only one Kanu.
There will. So I'm talking to you. There's only one JJ Okocha. There's only one Victor Beba. So you come and you go, and that's the end of it. Then you have other people on their own style.
Final question before we take a break. Go ahead, sir. Introduce yourself first.
I'm Timmy James. I'm from USIU. I've been supporting Arsenal for quite a very long time, like quite a long time now. I think every member of my family happens to be an Arsenal fan, including my father. So I started watching Arsenal right from the days of David Rokasu, Winterbomb, Tony Adams, Stephen Bold, Lee Dixon. That was when I started watching and supporting Arsenal then. The moment when I felt like if there's a way I could even kill Kanu, I would have done it. It was the period when he was playing for West Brom against Arsenal. And I think Arsenal lost that game against West Brom that day. And I felt really bad, like he came back to haunt us again.
But he did his best. Well, Mike, I think we need to
put emotions aside at a moment like that. How do you handle that? I mean, this is a club that you really loved. You're back in that club.
It's difficult when you play against your old club, but at the same time,
we want to also prove that that you are good. Why did they let you go? So we want to make a statement, but it's normal in football. Even after scoring against them, you don't celebrate. So that's the respect you have for them. But footballers, we have to take that on board and still enjoy what we do.
Okay. First jersey going down before we go into a break, Wahiga.
That's right.
And this one, I'll give it to... Yeah, where is that tweet? This one. Kigo says, my best moment is 2008 FA Cup final against Cardiff City with Portsmouth, scored the winning goal. How was that for you, Kat?
It's a small club, Portsmouth, compared to Manchester United, Arsenal, and for them it's been almost like 50 years we have been in there. It's history. And we went in there to play against Cardiff. First we beat Manchester United in Manchester, and then we came to Wembley in the semi-finals. I have to play against my old club, West Brom, which I scored 1-0, which I scored the only goal.
So this is a habit you have of scoring against
After doing that in the finals, we know it's going to be difficult and tough one for us, but we still pull it, and luckily for me, I'm the only one that scored. It's always good when you scored only one, nobody else scored, and then every credit goes to you. And
man of the match, all the interviews,
and then
you got that time.
Oh, you're on top. I'll go on top.
Okay, this one, Kigo goes with the Inter Milan jersey. This one is going to Kigo. It's signed, by the way. I can show you the sign. It's there. It's already been signed. Nice. It goes to Kigo.
The jersey.
Kanu says this jersey, Inter Milan is very special to him.
Yeah, why? Because Massimo Moratti, who is the president, when I had the problem, and they didn't stop the contract from running, which nobody knows about that, and he was the one paying for the bills of the treatment and the operation. So that's why this is very important to me.
Okay, so Kigo, you know how important that jersey is, and it goes to you. Okay, Wahiga.
Right, thank you so much, Mike. And of course, we're joined by DJ Invincible here, even as we take that break. We've done the first half, we'll be back for the second half shortly. DJ Invincible, do you DJ?
Incredible.
Incredible, not invincible. My goodness.
You're thinking about Invincible because Kanu played for the Invincible.
That's right.
Do you think anybody can pull that fit in England anymore?
Yeah, of course it might happen, but for now we don't want it to happen. We don't prefer.
You don't want it to happen?
Thank you. And I was checking to see whether he's concentrating. DJ Incredible.
Yeah.
Are you a Nigerian music expert? Do you consider yourself one?
They call me Africa's hottest sensation. There's a reason why.
Really? Who are they?
Everyone.
That's confirming. How do you select your playlist? You know, we're in a studio today. You've got your fans. You've got a big superstar in studio. How did you select the music that you're playing today?
Of course, I had to, take him back home even if he's in Kenya. I have to take him back home, I'm sure when he's answering the questions like that jam reminds me.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You're a Kenyan DJ. How come we're not hearing more of Kenyan music? Have you switched nationality?
No. Just for the occasion.
Just for the occasion.
Yeah.
So if there are Kenyan fans here,
Kabisa,
you still do the same thing.
Of course.
Which team do you support?
Manchester United.
Manchester.
Oh, no.
Say that to him.
Manchester United.
On that bombshell, we take a short break. We'll be right back with much more of Monday Football. The hashtag is Monday Football. Of course, DJ Incredible taking us to that break.
People come jubilate you, cause now my success I try celebrate you. You see, you can't afford to cumulate you, cause my gate go to close by 80. And if you come so we can corporate you, tell them you can start to relate you, lazy. And if you want to chocolate, only and drinks already done circulate. But if you feel intoxicated, sit down in your place and start to meditate. Nobody fighting in this place, cause if you do, you go enter police case. Oh my God, no shots, I can start to relate. You love yourself, give yourself any straight. Shine
Hi, my name is Nwankwo. You are watching Monday Football on Citizen TV, Kenya. Stay tuned.
People that they wonder. You my brother man at the strike like thunder. Say them they call me Timaya. I mean the very papa wanna buy out. Hey, everybody that begin to wonder. Say Timaya they feel like a bazooka. I mean the toya toya. Be like canary kelly poya poya. Hey, everybody wanna toya toya. Mama and papa them they begin to the poya poya. Then I mean the toya toya. Poya poya. Poya poya. Hey, everybody wanna poya poya. Mama and papa the people.
Well, welcome back to Monday Football. Of course, keep talking to us on all our platforms, 22422, the hashtag Big Monday Football. Maybe you're wondering why you should talk to us. We've got a big star right here in studio, and we're giving out jerseys signed by him, especially those of clubs that he actually once played in. So Nwankwo Kanu is actually going through social media right now to confirm who will be getting some of those jerseys. But we also went to the archives and looked for some pictures of Kanu back in his heydays on the field. Of course, he's on the field right now, but back when we knew him as a player. And these are some of the pictures that actually came up. I'd like to hear from Kanu just what was going on when some of these pictures were taken. Kanu and Maradona.
World Cup 2010 South Africa. Two big legends meeting each other.
What did he tell you, or what did you tell him?
He's wishing me all the best with my country, and I'm doing the same thing with him. And I'm still telling him that he's still the greatest.
He's still the greatest. I like that. Let's take a look at the next. We've gotten several. We'll hopefully be able to go through all of them. There you are with Rwanda President, His Excellency Kagame.
Yes, he's a big fan, and he loves football. And we're about to meet the Queen of England, and that's what we met.
Did you talk about Arsenal by any chance?
Yeah, because he loves Arsenal. So
yes.
And I was like telling him that, yeah, why don't you also have Arsenal in Rwanda?
Okay, we carry on. Still looking at other pictures there. Okay, we've already taken a look at that one. We can move on to the next. Wow, okay, so this is some sort of adoration for you. Tell us that moment, and I can hear our fans here laughing.
Yeah,
is he kneeling?
Huh?
Is he kneeling or is standing? Whoever is Kanu.
His name is Mobi Oparako. That's our right fullback. And this is after the last whistle against Brazil when we won. And we're celebrating and we're enjoying it.
Wow, okay, we move on. Next picture. We do have lots more lined up. There you go. We see Rooney next to you.
That's Portsmouth and Manchester United tour in Nigeria, Abuja Stadium. When we played against each other. They are champions UEFA, and we are FA Cup champions. So we have to play against them.
Beautiful, beautiful. We carry on. A much younger you and a much younger Manchester United.
That's a good one. That's the Champions League.
We told you we went to the archives. That was the Champions League.
That's Champions League. That's Vanga, Philly the Judge, and me. And the good thing about this is like Ajax was like Barcelona then, and we have a teacher who is strict and who pushes you to the limit. And like I said, Ajax is the best youth development club.
Do you think the teacher Van Gaal has lost the plot along the way? I know you don't talk about United, but
things right now things have changed. But I think he's still who he is, because he doesn't listen to anyone. He still does what he wants to do.
He doesn't listen to anyone. He does what he wants to do. That's how he describes Louis Van Gaal. There we go. We can see you at the back of that castle somewhere. I don't know if you can. I hope I didn't pick the wrong picture. What was going on here, and what was your role in all this?
My role is very simple. I want to stop the fight, make sure that it's fair play. We start playing and enjoying it, than to fight. Because you can see everybody is like running towards one place, and they're refusing.
Okay. We'll move on to others. There are few that I really want to ask you about. There you go. Naka.
For me, this is one player that people don't talk about. He's very, very good. He's quick. He can score goals, and he can play.
African player?
So for me, this picture was taken in Dubai. He retired, I've retired, and we met in Dubai, and good friends meeting each other.
You had a good time. Okay, let's move on quickly. There you go, with the man himself. This is the classic TBT, Throwback Monday. What does that picture do for you?
That's the day I signed with Arsenal on a press conference, and that was the beginning of or the comeback of Kanu after 1 year off from football.
Yes.
Like I said, people say, what is he doing? He's taking a big risk, and this picture shows that it's not a risk. You can see we are smiling, we're relaxed.
And you're relaxed. Okay, I think we can do maybe one or two more, because I can see Mike itching with questions. This was one of the pictures. The sensation, the feeling of saying hi to the Queen. How is that?
I was there with my wife, but the picture didn't show her. And yeah, meeting the Queen is not everybody that goes in United Kingdom and meet the Queen.
Yes.
Queen is not somebody that you meet every time.
Yes.
And for him to agree to meet us, then which means that he recognizes and appreciates what we are giving back to the world.
Good, good. Well, Mike, I'll hand back to you. I know the questions and the comments are coming in hard and fast.
I gave him a sneak preview of the next question from Odero Joel, and he really laughed at this. Joel Odero asked, Kanu wasn't a fan of training on Monday. Ask him why. Odero, for that I'll give you this Arsenal jersey. This one goes to you. He's really gone into the archives and really read a lot about Kanu. How true is this, Kanu?
It's not really true, because every player wants to train. But I think this thing started from Portsmouth. The coach, which is Harry Redknapp, is a good person in the sense that sometimes you have to come to him and talk to him. You wanted to rest and you don't want to train on this day, and he will listen to you. More especially that we that are coming all the way from London to Portsmouth. So doing that drive, you drive yourself from London to Portsmouth almost 2.5 hours before you train. And if you play a game on Sunday, and then you have to drive back to London, and you have to wake up very early in the morning to drive to. So sometimes the body tells on you that you wanted a rest, so to be fresh on Tuesday to start what you are doing. So it's not every time, it's not every Monday like the way it is. But sometimes you have to, and coaches that understood that footballers need that, they give you that.
Okay. Makedi Opio says he inspired Adebayo, hence Adebayo won the number 25 jersey. How did you was it a discussion between you and Adebayo, because Adebayo mentioned somewhere?
No, I first heard about Adebayo when I was in Arsenal and he was in Monaco, and somebody came to me and said there's one guy that looks like you, he plays like you, he needs your shirt. I said, why not? But not giving him the shirt. I want to see this guy. I want to talk to him. And that's how we started. But I didn't discuss with him about taking my number. I believe he followed me, and like this, if you ask him what one player that he adores and he wants to be like, he say Kanu, which I really appreciate. He has, from a great player of his stature, to say that, I follow Kanu, I want to be like Kanu. So which means Kanu is not doing bad for a player to say that. And when he came to Arsenal, I asked them for jersey number 25, and he's also wearing number 4 in the national team, Togo. So, and I see him often. We talk on the phone. He comes to my house, I go to his house, and we are brothers.
Okay. Now, also, I want to talk about Kanu Foundation. Where did the idea come from? How did you start this Heart Foundation?
Yeah, after going India and being operated and feeling the pain, and I was sitting at home, I was asking myself, what of the less privileged ones? What of the poor family that doesn't even have money? We're not talking of the oppression, we're talking about checking up, go to checkups, and they don't even have money to do that. And I've gone through it, I know how painful it is, and I know how much I've spent to be oppressed. So what am I doing? I have to give back, I have to find a way. Everybody knows me with football, sports, But this is another different angle. So, and I decided to establish the Kanu Heart Foundation in the year 2000. And one incident that happened, that 2000 we were playing the Nations Cup in Nigeria. We launched it in that 2000, and one family came with their daughter, and they were coming upstairs. They have access to come and meet me, to show me the little girl who was very sick, who was very down. And yeah, it was a good thing for them to come, because on that day, as I was about to enter the lift and I met them in the lift, the little girl collapsed and fainted. So we have to rush her to the hospital. And the Nations Cup is still going on. So I told the mother that she should not be afraid or worried, that I've gone through it, and the daughter is going to be the first person we are going to operate in the foundation. And really, we did that. We took a girl to London, and she got operated. And after the operation, you can see she started feeling better, playing, joking, being happy, being a normal person. And today she's in Lagos State University studying, and which means we have given back. And not only that, the foundation have done 500 operations, which means we have saved 500 lives since up to now. And we have almost like 100 on the waiting list, so the pressure keeps mounting on us. But we have to respond, we have to do something to help them out.
How do you choose those to benefit from the Kanu Heart Foundation? I know there are many applications, like you say, you've done 500 already, 100 are still pending. How do you come up with a list and say, this is a deserving case, we'll help this one has to wait? And how do you handle the ones that you put them on the side?
We have the hospital in Lagos that we work with their doctors, and every report that they give us, every medical report they give us, we have to now send it to them. They have to evaluate it and know if this is more dangerous or this is the one we have to help out now. And after they go through it, and that's when we decide who, and we put them in orders. Maybe you have it, but it's not too dangerous, so you have more years, and then we keep you there. You have it that tomorrow you might die, we keep you here. So that's how we do it.
Is it just in Nigeria, or you're looking at expanding it to other countries?
When we started, we said to the press and to whoever was there when we launched it that it's nothing to do with only Nigerians, it's to do with Africa. And the reason is that we are all Africans. It's nothing to do with Kanu doesn't represent only Nigeria, it represents the whole Africa. So we try to spread it as much as we can to make sure, because on those 500 you have people from Ghana, you have people from Cameroon. So it depends who call in and what kind of funds we have at the time, and then we can help.
If you were to be given a chance to talk to the legends that we have, I know a lot of footballers are there, but even when they're playing, there's no giving back to the society. What is your message to them, and how important is this giving back to the society for a professional footballer?
It's very, very important, because people see footballers as people who flash their nice cars and go to parties, enjoy and all this stuff. So we try to change that. We're trying to make sure that everybody plays a role, because if you're up there, you have a lot of followers. You are important to the society, but you don't have to be only important by only looking after yourself. So you have to spread it and make sure that a lot of people benefit from where you are, because of course they pray for you, and I would say you're lucky to be there. And if you're there, you don't have to forget your roots, you don't have to forget where you're coming from. So what Kanu is doing now is to put more pressure to a lot of them, ex-internationals, the so-called legends. Everybody has to come and do one thing or the other, give back to society. And the one question you asked me is, how do I do it in Africa? And now what I'm doing now, with the help of StarTimes, which have come on board, and we're touring, we've been in Uganda. I went to the hospital, want to partner with them and try to raise funds in their own country.
Yes.
We're in Kenya. I've gone to the hospital now.
Kenyatta?
We discussed with them. We agreed that we are going to partner, collaborate, and make sure that we can help. We have Victor Wanyama, who is playing in Southampton.
Yes.
So we can, all of us can come together, do something to raise money to to help the less privileged ones. So I think that's the way we can.
I think you've played alongside our assistant coach, and you've played against him enough time, Musa Otieno. So do you think if we are to do a retirement match, because he's never done it? Yes, I mean it's a tradition. Musa has never done a testimonial match. If we can organize something like that to raise funds for this cause, is that something that you would consider?
I will be the number one. Not only participating, I will help him to get other players. I will try to spread it to everybody that I know and make sure they are here to support what he's doing, because it's a good cause if you can give back.
Okay, StarTimes challenge to you. I know they're here. We'll speak to them in a short while. This is an interesting tweet from Linda. Linda says her name on Twitter is Lovely23. Linda says, I've got nothing to say. I just want to say thank you in advance for that Nigerian jersey. Since she's watching, Nigerian jersey is up for grabs. This one is for Linda. There's nothing much I can do. I mean, of all the tweets that I'm going through, she's the only lady who's sent in. And I know most of them say, I don't know what to say. But Linda just said, I got nothing to say. Thank you in advance for the Nigerian jersey. Here it goes, Linda. I don't know if she's Kenyan or Nigerian. Wahiga, back to you.
Thank you, Mike. 22422, we have done a couple of messages. I've shortlisted two, and I'll read them to you, Mike, and then we will see the way forward. One SMS.
No. Don't give me that suicide. I pick mine and I give out the jerseys. You are telling me. Good. I've already given out three. They're here.
So I have my idea. So I'll do runners up and then what I see to be the winner. Mwalimu Chibumbe from Likoni, Mombasa says the 1996 semi-final against Brazil was the match that catapulted Kanu onto the world stage. The game was relayed late, around 3 a.m. The whole of Africa was behind Nigeria, supporting Nigeria. He says he spent the night in a neighbor's room to watch the match, and it was worth all the trouble. Kanu never disappointed, and we shouted our heads off. I remember it with a lot of nostalgia. For me, the winner is a gentleman here called Benson Fondo from Malindi, who says, Monday football. I remember the old days when Kanu government was in power. The then Secretary General for Kanu Party, the late Honorable J.J. Kamodo, insisted that the only way he would watch a match between Super Eagles of Nigeria and Kenya was if Kanu was playing in the Nigeria team. I nominate Benson Fondo for this comment, and I want to give him a jersey. Mike, which one can I give him?
I don't know which team. He doesn't say.
These three that are free.
No. These ones I've given out.
These ones are gone.
They're out on me. These ones, I want them to be signed now.
Good. So Benson Fondo, if you can send me a text telling me which of those three jerseys you prefer, I'm scrolling my messages right now. I will give you that. Now, while the signing is going on, we want to continue interacting with our fans. I know we're getting some questions here, but I can see Kanu's busy signing. So maybe we can get a comment from you instead just about the legacy of Kanu. Right now, he's not in active football as we know it, but what do you think his impact was in Nigeria? Did he cause a change or a revolution in terms of the way he did his football? What would you say in regards to that?
I'm Emmanuel Adegoke from African Nazarene University. What I want to say about the impact about Nwankwo Kanu. In the streets, when you're playing, you're actually proud. As a kid, you're proud to be a Nigerian. You're proud to actually one day, maybe you can actually put on that jersey, and especially that number 4 jersey is actually iconic. And for me, I've been trying all my best to actually see everything fall through for him. And I know in the Nations Cup he has been having a tough time in actually scoring. I'm his #1 fan. But Papilo, you are a legend any day. Most great icon guys don't lay their hands on whatever they desire. But the impact that you've been trying to put in Africa, not just Nigeria alone, and I can see the joy when we won the AFCON 2013. I noticed you're on the pitch, you're actually cheering up with the guys, and that's actually a true champion. But aside that, I actually want to bring it down to the family level.
Okay, brief one, brief comment, because there are two other of your guys who have
brief one. Aside from being a footballer, how do you manage to actually take the football part away and actually become a good father in actually making the kids happy, the wife happy, and just being natural you?
That's a good one.
How do you balance family and football?
Yeah, when you are playing active football, you don't tend to have more time with your family. But what I do is at any space I got and I'm home, because every training I have to come back home, every game I have to come back home. Whenever I'm home, I tend to give them a quality time. But it's always difficult for my wife, that she understood what we are in, and she's the backbone of everything I'm doing, even the foundation, even the kids. She's been there, she's been supportive, and for me, my kids, if you see me with my kids, it's not like friend, brother. They're little, but that's the way we see ourselves. They don't see me like this dad stuff. They see somebody that they are free to talk to, play with, and right now that I'm not playing anymore, of course I have time to be with them, go on holidays, enjoy their family life, but duty still calls, because you can see I'm here today. And of course, they understood that, and they appreciate what I'm doing, and they are supportive.
All right. Well, we did have a couple of more questions here, but unfortunately, I'm told our time is almost up. We actually have a gentleman who I need to talk briefly with. His name is Alex from StarTimes. If he can come and join me here, I just want to know, because it is because of his organization that Kanu is actually here with us today, and I'm curious to find out what was the reason. There are many footballers across Africa that have done great things, and I'm curious to know from him, particularly why Kanu? Why Kanu? You looked around the continent and you saw Kanu as the best to bring. How are you, sir?
Thank you very much.
Good.
Well.
I've already asked the question as you were walking here. What was the thinking behind bringing Kanu to Kenya?
Basically, we are looking for somebody who can be able to reflect the values that we want to entrench in Kenya, and especially as far as soccer is concerned. You may be aware that Bundesliga and Syria and French League One is now live and exclusive to StarTimes. So if we are able to get somebody who can be able now to amplify this conversation across the African continent, and because if you look at the talent that we have, not just in Africa, but even in Kenya itself, it's immense. So we need somebody who can be able to inspire from the grassroots. Yesterday we had a session with kids between 10 years and 17 years.
At Isili High School.
Exactly. Yes. And you can see the passion that these kids have.
The question I want to ask, based on those kids, is it a one-time engagement, or can we expect to see more of possibly Kanu or other footballers to inspire our youth?
The contract we have with Kanu is for 3 years. So you will expect for the next 3 years, and possibly an extension of the same, we'll be having a similar engagement, and possibly this is just the start. As we grow together, we are able to exchange ideas, we are able to see how best can we be able to impact, especially soccer from the grassroots level upwards. We don't need to expect players to play in Europe. When they mature, that's when we start looking at them to play for our national team. We can have our own simple leagues that mature for the soccer players to play at the national level.
Wow, thank you so much, Alex from StarTimes. Of course, explaining that when Kanu leaves on Thursday,
Wednesday.
On Wednesday, he'll not be saying goodbye forever. He'll be saying goodbye for now. I'll be back soon. I like that. Mike, back to you.
Well, Kanu, we have pictures now. They're ready. You are in hospital today at Kenya. Just take us through. What did you see at the hospital? What did you guys discuss that needs to be done at first, and how do we move forward from here?
It's always it's too touchy whenever you're in the hospital surrounding. It's not where somebody pray to be or to see yourself, but me going there today is to give hope, encourage and inspire them, and letting them know that who is standing in front of them is somebody that have gone through this, and is still able to do what he loves doing. And they really appreciated that. And not only that, with StarTimes, with Kanu Foundation, we want to be to partner together, collaborate together to make sure that we can help the less privileged ones. Because most of them, like what the doctor was saying, that they have almost like 100 or more than on the waiting list. And they need everybody to be part of what we are doing. And this is good in the sense that we need more companies to associate with this good cause and with good work. And that's what we are preaching.
Thank you very much, Kanu. I just want to give out the final jerseys that we have. 2 of them I have to give out. Who does it go to? Jackson Lichitio says, just enjoying football history from the King Kanu. #MondayFootball. jersey for you. I'll give you one of those ones. I think Arsenal. And then Felix Odipo says, when it was an all-Nigerian affair. Yes, it is all Nigeria. It's their day to day. It's all Nigeria. But since you're Kenyan, we'll make you Kenyan. We'll make you Nigeria as well. One jersey for you. What do you think, Kanu?
No, it's fair.
It's fair, isn't it?
It's fair.
Thank you very much for coming to the studio.
Thank you
We
for
shall
having me.
be with you again. Anytime you come to Kenya, please make sure you come along.
I will.
And now, this is for you. I want to... You said we are not African enough. We didn't have traditional dancers for you and everything else. Come. Come and show you what we do now. Yeah? So we looked for something that is as tall as Kanu.
Okay.
Or anything that will be as tall as Kanu, you know? So the best we could do is we say, this one will always make sure that you remember Citizen TV.
I will.
With it.
I will.
All right? So
I
this one is for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming to studio.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
So, and I know, the next thing that he said, Kanu, the first time I met him today, by the way, and the first thing he noticed was my wristband. This is what he saw, and he asked me, how do I get this? So, this is the other thing that we are getting him. You want Kenyan flag or Nigerian flag?
Can you have both?
You can have both.
Okay,
no problem. So by the time you leave on Wednesday, you'll have both of them.
Thank you very
right?
much. I appreciate it.
Cheers, my friend.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Well, that was Kanu in studio for us at Monday Football, and our fans in studio, we thank you very much. The Niger brothers, you're welcome any other time. I told you guys I've got a jersey to give out to you guys. I'm not leaving you like that, but it will be signed by Kanu at some point. Yeah. So this is what we do. Yeah.
I think, Mike, it's also important to mention
I've
we
got
have
two jerseys, and I'll pluck them off the wall.
Mike, we also have special giveaways for all our...
They've got special giveaways that we'll give them after this.
They're not walking away empty-handed.
Yes, no walking away empty-handed. But for now, there are two to be given out. Who does it go to? No. You guys told me, at first you said there's one person who needs to get it. Now two want. Why him? Tell me, why him? He's the one who organized all of you. Good stuff. So, come here. Which one? Arsenal? King Kanu is still here. Kanu, if you could sign this jersey for him, please, before he goes. No. It's not yours. You guys sit. There's a table here. He can do it on the table here. Yeah? I need to give out the Inter Milan one.
There's a guy organized from Nazareth.
If you all agree, I will give it to you. So you give it to him. Good stuff. Yes, that's his Lord. Well, as Kanu is signing off on the jerseys, we'd like to say thank you very much to everyone who came into studio. We are happy that you came to Monday Football. It was a special edition. We had a lot lined up for you, but unfortunately, we had to cut all that to allow King Kanu to enjoy himself in the studio with everybody else who is here. From all of us at Monday Football is have a good afternoon and see you next week.